What's good, YouTubers? Gib The Great here. Welcome back to another episode of the Pokemon X and Y Soul Link Wonderlocke. This is episode number 17, you guys. And before any of you ask, yes, I know it has been a while since I've actually uploaded an episode of this to the channel, and there is a very, very good reason for that. As most of you know, I was still doing my course in college, which is now done, by the way, because it's obviously July, it's summer and everything, which is really good. So I passed the course, I got triple distinctions, which is really, really good, like really, really good. And yeah, I'm really happy with them, really happy with the grades I got and what have you. But anyway, you guys, in today's episode of Pokemon X and Y Soul Link Wonderlocke, we're going to be carrying on, going through the Team Flare headquarters here. The Team Flare headquarters, I don't actually know what it's called. Maybe it's called Lysandre headquarters, I don't really know. All I do know is that I'm going to move the camera slightly because I think it's on a little bit of a slant. I could be wrong, but you know, we'll go with the flow. We will go with the flow. Whoopsie. My bad. My bad indeed. Okay, there we go. That seems reasonable. Okay, so got Lipid here, so our best move probably would be to go for the Stab Earthquake. Quick Law does pop. Golem's missed us so much, he wants to show to us how much he loves us. Is it a he or a she? I forget. It's a he. It's a he. I knew it was always a he. Shh. But yes, as you guys, as you can tell, it has been a while, and as I say, because of college work and a bunch of other stuff that have come into an effect since I finished college, which I know seems like a lame excuse because, you know, what else could be possibly taking up your lifetime aside from finishing college? You know, just in real life stuff, IRL stuff, which you know, has actually like taken up most of my time. And aside from that, I just really haven't had the time or the space to record anything. If you guys saw the update video that went up about a week ago, you know, it was like saying that if I didn't have the time to record anything, I didn't have the space because, you know, my brother was like jamming out on his guitar, practicing for gigs and what have you, which was really inconvenient for me because obviously if I had the time, I couldn't be able to record it because all you just heard was this guitar and the noise being amplified by obviously an amp. So, you know, there was not much I can do about that, you guys. So I am sorry that there hasn't been much content from me since the last episode went up, or since yeah, since the last actual like episode of this went up. But you know, it's out of my power. There's nothing much I can do about it, unfortunately. I just had to take a quick drink of orange juice really quickly because I am thirsty as hell. But yeah, so obviously, aside from the fact that I didn't have the time or the place to record it, when I actually did try to record this episode of the Soul Link, little bit oh god, that actually does a lot of damage. Little bit of an inconvenience happened, so I was really determined to record this episode like about a month ago or so, just to keep on top of the series. And then the camera dropped within like the first 90 seconds. So it didn't drop, but obviously fell and what have you. And then I just thought, you know what? I really can't be bothered because as much as easy as making YouTube videos is, you know, there's a lot of effort that has to be put into it just to make sure that everyone gets the best quality content and what have you out of the series. Which, obviously, most of it does come from the commentator themselves. In this case being me, obviously. So, you know, there's obviously a lot of stuff that goes into making a YouTube video, whether it be, you know, the editing of it, oh my god, what is this puzzle? You know, whether it be the, what actually goes on in the episode, you know, editing and what have you, all that fun stuff and shenanigans. So, I tried to record that, and then going through the Lysandre Labs and doing what we are doing in today's episode, which is going through the rest of Lysandre's Labs. Tried doing that, the camera fell on top of me, and I just thought, you know what, I really can't be bothered with this. And that's when I had the time and space. I mean, I could record the next day, but obviously a lot of stuff happened since then. So I just figured that I'd take I wouldn't necessarily say a small break, but a considerable amount of time, just so I could relax after everything that happened with college, and then do some in real life stuff as well that I had to do. Not necessarily had to do, but I just wanted to do, just to make sure that we got everything you know, done, dusted, out the way and what have you. Just to make sure that my mind's fresh when I came back to YouTube, you know. It has been a reasonable amount of time since I last uploaded something onto the channel. And, you know, maybe you guys would be hype about the anticipation of me actually coming back. Which is not necessarily the reason why I left it so long, obviously, when you got everything else added onto it. But I was really waiting until my brother had really... Well, I would say he's moved out, but he's not moved out fully. Like, he's still coming home on weekends and stuff, but, you know... yeah, he's moved out pretty much, and he's actually coming back later today, on the day this is being uploaded as well, which it should be Wednesday. It should be today. Oh, hello. I wasn't ready for you two. I really wasn't ready for you two. Do we have to double battle them, or are we taking them on one by one? Taking them on one by one. Okay, that's good, because I remember that we had to take him on in a double battle last time, which was fun, because obviously, I could earthquake everything and everything will be done, but then after that, it'd be, you know, I had Serena on my side as well, so that wasn't the fun part of it, I'm afraid. And I'm sorry if you guys can hear, like, the little bit of my computer, like, being loud and stuff, being, or, like, working, and the fan that I'm using to cool it down. It's because when I'm processing a file and what have you, normally it would shut down because it overheated or something. So I have to have the fan when I'm processing something, which I'm actually processing the first of 2 Wi-Fi battles that I recorded last night that is actually going up today as well. So I don't know what I'm actually going to upload first. I reckon I'm probably going to upload the Wi-Fi battles first before I upload this. So, or not, I might do it the other way around, but we'll just have to see where it goes. Yes, I know Wi-Fi battle number 12 is done. All I just got to do now is put the music in for number 13. Because what I did, you guys, is I saved it, I did edit it. Oh my god, no, you're not learning Explosion. I did, like, edit it just to make sure everything was okay and what have you. But as I saved it, I didn't realise that I didn't put the music in. So, you know, I actually forgot to put the music in. So, all you just... The original, like, file was the fact that all you could just hear was me talking. You know, there'd be no background music that I put into the episode, and also the original, like, soundtrack from the DS wasn't playing because I had that mute while I was talking you guys through the battle. So literally, like, all you guys will hear through, like, what you guys should be able to hear is the background music that's playing, obviously, as I taught you guys through the battle, and obviously my commentary. So, obviously we're keeping everything as it comes standard for these episodes, just because I don't really want to, like, miss out the music and sound effects and what have you going on through these episodes, you know, for the X and Y stolen for Wonderlocke. I just want to keep it, like, kind of short on the Wi-Fi battles and what have you, just because, you know, everyone, if you guys would like better sound quality, you know, like there's no background noise, or it would be much clearer for me, let me know in the comment section down below, because obviously if I do that, then you guys won't be able to hear, like, you know, the sound effects coming from the DS and what have you, because I'd have to mute my like the audio that I'm doing with my phone, otherwise you would hear me twice. And as much as I don't like hearing my own voice already, that's kind of bad. That is kind of bad. But I think everyone's like that about their own voice, you know. I think everyone's like super self-conscious about their own voice and what have you, which is, I guess, is standard. Okay, so we do have a Pokeball here, which is a Hyper Potion. I know that we actually do need a couple of them, because I think we only have like a handful left on us. So, you know, Hyper Potions are always really helpful. And I think Mabel actually has a key in here. So we did actually go the right way. Although, thinking about it, we could have dodged our trainer, so we actually did go the wrong way. But, you know, experience is great. Experience is great. And the only reason why I led off with Golem here, because, obviously, most of these Pokemon are Fire type, and well, with it being Team Flare, and you know they can have some flying types, but that's the reason why we have Smackdown. Oh, please don't poison me. Thank you. Okay, Smackdown does Oko it. I didn't actually think that Oko it, because then I could finish off with Earthquake after, because obviously Golbat is on the ground due to Smackdown, and I'm sure you guys don't want to hear about that. Yada 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 yada. But I think I'm going to keep this, like, episode 17 kind of, like, smallish, do, like, the Lysandre Labs bit, and then call that an episode, because, oh, shoot, I guess this isn't the right way to go. I could be wrong. Or do we have to go, I think we have to actually go through the teleporter. What the hell? Where do we go? We go down... Okay, so I'm guessing we go... Oh, right, but where's... We haven't got the elevator key, have we? I don't think we have. I think we went wrong, actually. Do we have the elevator key? No, we don't. So does that mean we've got to go around again? Or am I just being a complete and utter derp? Wait a minute. I think I was a derp. Yep, I was a derp. Me being a derp. I didn't even realise that there was like a gig gap which didn't have like a spinny tile on it. Okay. Let's just forget that ever happened, shall we, guys? Let's forget that ever happened. But hopefully I am back now after everything that's happened, and hopefully guys are happy with that I'm back, and we'll have you. Oh, do I want to keep you in? Quick look. Oh, okay, Venoshock. That shouldn't hurt because we aren't poisoned. Okay, Earthquake. I was worried about it like hitting me with a Focus Blast or something, and hopefully the Quick Claw would have popped, but you know, taking a bit of a risk. I feel like I have to take a bit of a risk just to keep you guys entertained, because for whatever reason, everyone seems to like failure. Like, if a Pokemon dies, and, you know, it'd be super duper tough for me, especially in the style of a Soul Link, where if we lose one Pokemon, essentially we'll lose two, because obviously Pokemon are paired up together and what have you. And in the Wi-Fi battles that you see later, you guys, I'm pretty sure that, you know, the screen regions and everything, you know, I recently discovered that on Movie Maker, you can have a widescreen format instead of just 4:3. You can have 16:9, which is obviously better, 16:9. But if I do 16:9 in bits, that means that you guys are literally going to be watching this as I'm seeing it through my camera. You know, you won't have the team overlays and what have you, and typically the picture will take up most of the screen, which is what I don't want, because then where am I going to put the, you know, the team things and what have you, where we can actually see who's on what team and what have you, and who's paired up with who. Which, I mean, I know isn't the best thing as what have you, because I'm only recording with Movie Maker. So yes, I am on my lonesome. I am only recording with my phone and editing with Movie Maker. So hopefully for my birthday, maybe I can get like a 3DS capture card or something. I'm only whispering because I don't want my mum to hear me saying that. Because, you know, it is on the expensive side, shall we say. Yes, it is on the expensive side. Okay, what do we go for here? Let's go for Moonblast. That should OHKO you, Houndoom, even though you do resist Fairy. And just as I was talking about failure, that happened. Oh shoot. Hey, so who do we lose from that actually? Alright, so let's get out of Movie Maker here. Who do we actually lose for that? Let's just load up episode 16. Who's paired up with Whimsicott? Mawile. Oh shoot. So we lost Mawile as well. So once we cross over to Pokemon X, we're gonna have to put Mawile in the back of the party just because Whimsicott fainted. Oh, I didn't even realise this thing could get Sludge Bomb. Or had Sludge Bomb by level up. Oh man. I was really hoping to use Mawile and Whimsicott. God damn it. Man, that's really bad. God damn you, Mabel. So the first episode that I actually have recorded in a while turns out to be nothing more than failure. Wow. Now, Weavile did some pretty decent damage to me too. Because it's going for Night Slash, I don't know whether or not... Yeah, I'm going to go into Togekiss. Because it's going for Night Slash, I don't want Tentacruel to die because of how much that first Night Slash did. And obviously Togekiss can eat up Night Slashes for days. Ah, I just can't believe we've lost Ice Shard. Okay, if that was Icicle Crash, that would have actually hurt. Oh my god. I can't believe we lost Whimsicott and Mawile. That's bad. That is actually really bad. Shoot. What am I going to do now? I have to get a new pair. But who can we get? Who can we get? I'll have a look in between episodes, see who we can, well, between games and what have you, see what we can scoop up for the team and what have you. Oh man, that really did suck. I'm not even gonna lie. Oh my god, we went the wrong way. Stop spinning me around. God damn it, I'm annoyed. I'm so annoyed. We lost Whimsicott. We use the elevator key. Or lift, because we're not American. And now it's story time. Oh god. Do I have to battle Sir Rosic later? I don't really want to. Listen, one who will face Lysandre. Story time. A terribly long time ago. There was a man and a Pokémon. He loved that Pokémon very much. A war began. How can you just transition from he loved that Pokémon very much to a war began? That man's beloved Pokémon took part in the war. My god, look at all these Pokémon. Several years passed. He was given a tiny box. The man wanted to bring the Pokémon back, no matter what it took. Shame we can't bring our Pokémon back because it's a Nuzlocke. Poor Whimsicott. Quite effective to a sludge bomb from a Houndoom. The man built a machine to give it life. Like, I think it would have took it better. Well, it obviously took it better because it's not stab. He brought his beloved Pokemon back, but I'm still annoyed. Like, I didn't even think that Houndoom got Sludge Bomb, which I know it does. I know it does get Sludge Bomb, but obviously Sludge Bomb was a TM and I didn't think it learned it or something. The man had suffered too much. His rage still had not subsided. I'm annoyed. I don't even care, like I'm not even focusing on the story right now. I'm still annoyed. He could not forgive the world that had hurt the Pokemon he loved. He turned the machine into the ultimate weapon. Damn. That's a pretty powerful weapon. The man became a bringer of destruction that ended the war, but causes masses and masses of land destruction. Like seriously, the amount of blast radius that had, that's a lot. The Pokemon that was given life must have known. The lives of many Pokemon was taken to restore its life. The resurrected Pokemon left the man. I was that man. Spoilers! Yeah, look at all the statues of the Pokemon. It's just the fact that they can actually die. Like, they're not even fated, they just straight up died. Get the key back. It should not be used. Do you want to know any pain like I have? That is AZ. He has the same name as a king 3,000 years ago. Coincidence? I think not. Shoot! Still annoyed. Like, still annoyed. And I'm pretty sure Xerosic has a Malamar, which is quite effective to bug. Do we have any bug types? Nope. Do have God of War. But God of War already has enough experience on it. Shoot, I'm going to use Gardevoir. Gardevoir's level 56, but we need a strong Pokemon at this point. Like, seriously, we do. I'm going to load up my notepad file really quickly and just see what Pokemon we have. Just because I can't... Ugh. That has really aggravated me, you guys. Just the fact that we've lost Whimsicott and Morale like that. Like, seriously, that's what happens. If you lose a pair, it can impact your party so much. Right, X and Y still link Wonderlocke. I think this is a file? Yes, it is. Okay, so obviously we have the loss of Morale and Whimsicott being Steel and Grass. Is it Steel and Grass? Dragon Normal, Steel Grass, Electric Water, Ghost Psychic, Bug, Fairy, Fire, Rock. Yeah, Steel and Grass. Okay, so Psychic, Cross Poison. That's gonna hurt. Yeah, that's gonna hurt a lot. That's what I have to be wary of. Pokemon like that can do a decent amount of damage if they were EV trained, but I don't think these are. Which, I mean, man, screw Houndoom. I now have a personal hatred for Houndoom. That's how much it is. And I'm just being rogue now. Like, I'm just going in. I'm not even, like, taking into consideration my actions. I'm just going in and just doing it. You're wonderful. Your Pokemon are amazing. No, they're not. One of my Pokemon's dead. Wonderful, amazing. Did you know that the red button means danger? So obviously you have to push the blue button to prevent the ultimate weapon from being activated. But guess what? He's still pressed it anyway. He's still gonna activate it, which bloody sucks. And how can we look through the monitor through a corner? Like, seriously. Man, I love orange juice so much. Okay, so while you guys watch this cutscene, I'm just gonna see what Pokemon we can actually use. Oh damn. Okay, so looking at this, I think the only Pokemon that the Pokemon pair I can use for now would be Zorora and Seviper, being Dark and Poison. Which, looking at our party now, I don't think we have a primary Poison or Dark type. Then again, I could be wrong. You know, like I said, I could be wrong, even though I'm just looking at the party right now. I will have to obviously study this in between episodes, and you know, I would go and put Mormal in the PC right now, but since where I loaded the game from and it started the episode, I didn't have access to a PC. So, you know, we're back in sunny Lumios, but we didn't come at that not unscathed. Unfortunately, we do have a member of the team who was wounded, being Whimsicott, dying to a quite effective sludge bomb right there, which does suck, but we have to organise the boxes and what have you, just because that would be easier that way. So, Whimsicott, you've got to go in the death box, I think. We only have one dead Pokemon, being Shieldon and Zubat, actually, thinking about it. Like, Zubat was in Pokemon X, I think, and Shieldon was his partner. So, oh my god. So looking at the thing right now, let's have a look. So we have primary psychic, primary water, primary normal, primary rock, primary fairy, and then the partners for that is primary dragon, primary electric, primary ghost, primary bug, and primary fire. So looking at it, I think dark and we don't have dark and poison. So Zerora and Survivor would actually be a pair. That could be a, excuse me, that would be a potential pair. Looking at it, but obviously I'll go ahead and look into it more after this episode's finished. But for right now, you guys, I will do a quick team party update. But you know, I'll probably do an update where we have a full team of 6 again. Unfortunately. But anyway, you guys, if you guys did enjoy this portion of the episode so far, please make sure you click that like button down below if you haven't already, and I shall see you guys in Pokemon X. Guys, you know what the really annoying thing is? It's the fact that the first Pokemon I had to swap out of the first slot was actually Mawile. Meaning that I had Mawile in front of the party so I could do some more training with Mawile. And, you know, Mawile died. And the reason why I'm saying Mawile a lot is instead of he, she, is because I actually forget whether Mawile is a he or a she. So, you know, seems really bad, I know, but, yeah, we just gotta go ahead and move on, you know? I now have a personal hatred for Houndoom, which is always fun. Anyway, let's go on and get into the episode again. So, as I was saying before, we need to try and deal with a Mabel a different way. A different way being, you know, something different besides having something which is quite effective against and can actually hurt a lot. So let's go for Flamethrower instead of Flare Blitz because I don't want to take recoil damage, and it should still kill. Indeed it does. Lipard is a frail little cat. So Mightyena, you're not going to have Intimidate, are you? Because you didn't have Intimidate last time. No, you're not. Okay, Flamethrower again. This should still kill. Indeed it does, with a crit. Though it doesn't matter, I don't think it did. Anyway, so, yeah, very disappointed about the Mawile death, you guys. Very disappointed, because that does mean that I do have, although I do have to train up, you know, Zerora and Viper. That can be very easily done, don't get me wrong, it can be very easily done, because as much as I don't want to, you know, go back into wild Pokemon and do some training and what have you, I suppose what I could do is Pokebank my Pokemon over into Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, use Blissey bases, and then train them up that way, which I know can seem a little bit cheaty in a kind of sort of way, but I don't think it is, in all honesty, just because, you know, you've got Pokemon, you got the Blissey's obviously an easy way to grind up to level 100 and what have you. But the only problem with doing that is that I'm not necessarily giving the Pokemon EVs, which obviously as you go on a journey with Pokemon, they get EVs from defeating different Pokemon and what have you. So Pokemon can be very well rounded in HP, defense, special attack, probably like something which our Salamence is invested in here, which I wouldn't want necessarily Salamence to be invested in, because, you know, competitive Salamances will normally be attacking as a fast physical sweeper, fast special sweeper, mixed, you know, anything that is not invested in HP, defense, because, you know, when have you ever seen a bulky Mence? Which I don't even, is that a thing, a bulky Mence? I don't know. But yeah, I have a hatred for Houndoom. That sucks. It really does suck. And as we go through this spirally pattern that I literally don't know how my guy isn't sick. Like, how guy isn't sick? I have no idea. Alright, you gonna battle me again? Alright, well, what are we gonna do here? We might as well stay with Arcanine. Arcanine needs some experience anyway. It's only level 51. But I don't even think we need to do any grinding, because I think we're not over-leveled, but on par. Even though we are over-leveled, we are technically on par. I don't know. But God. Houndoom would have been able to touch us if we had Mobile with a Sludge Bomb, but then again, Houndoom could have hit us with a Stab Fire type move, and then that probably would have finished Mobile off anyway, so whichever way you look at it, Mobile would have probably been dead anyway. I mean, I could have prevented that death by swapping out, but then again, with Whimsicott, but then again, I didn't think that Houndoom would have a quad effective move against Whimsicott, which I'm kicking myself in the butt for that, you guys. I want you guys to know right now. Switching to Salamence. Let's go for Fly. Kill off his Scrafty. I'm so annoyed with myself. But no, the only way like I can actually like see if training up like Pokemon really quickly is because I don't have access to experience codes and what have you, which most YouTubers would level up their Pokemon with anyway. I do have access to Blissey bases and Auras, which would be really good for like grinding a Pokemon that way as well. Because it's pretty much just the same way, you know. Because Blissey gives off a lot of experience, you know, people use experience codes and what have you. So, you know, that'd be really nice. And then if I need to get in the odd level or so, I'll just go into some wild battles and just do it that way. That's the only way I see looking at it. But because I don't really want to just train in wild grass and Kalos. Like, don't get me wrong, I could train against Ordino, but they're only level 10 on that Route 6 route, and that will give me, like, what, 1,000 experience, whereas these Pokemon are giving me 2,000 experience, so you guys can kind of see my problem here, but hopefully you guys can also see my logic and where I'm going with this, so what I may be doing in between episodes is just grinding up the Zorora on the Survivor, or maybe another pair, which can be used, bearing in mind, you know, primary typing and what have you. Maybe getting another pair which can be used and using that instead. In case like I want to use a Pokemon which could be better than Zorora and Survivor, but you know. So what that means is I think Survivor is in Y and Zorora will be in X, pretty much. Which, you know, team synergy, I don't really mind. But, you know, we just got to think about like adding Pokemon to the team and what have you. What Pokemon's coming in? Drapion? Let's go into Manectric and Thunderbolt it. I'm just kicking myself in the butt. Oh, God. Kicking myself in the butt so much because it's just what happened with Whimsicott. And I know I shouldn't get myself down about it, you guys, but how would you guys feel if that happened to you? If you were playing a Soul Link Wonderlocke? Because, as I'm sure most of you guys know, anybody who watches this will probably be watching the King Nappies and Shady Penguins Soul Link on either Ruby and Sapphire, which they're currently doing at the minute, Gold and Silver, or Red or Blue. You know how important it is, the loss of a team member is. So, you know, because it's like I said earlier, if one Pokemon dies, essentially 2 Pokemon dies, because Soul Link rules state that if a Pokemon dies, the partner dies with it. So, you know, we can't use Mobile, obviously. And even though we do have 6 Pokeballs, obviously Mobile can't be used because it is considered dead. God. Still, I don't even care, you guys. I'm probably just going to be grieving most of this episode now. I just need to make sure that I don't let my guard down and, you know, let something happen to one of my ex-team. You know, thanks, Truck. Probably Bin Men for being so loud. God damn it. Now everyone knows, like, the Bin Men just drove past and what have you. God. I'm locked into outrage, aren't I? Why did I stay in? Why did I stay in? Why did I stay in? Oh, thank God for me being paralysed. Oh, thank God. Would have gone confused anyway, but oh my. I didn't even. I pressed B accidentally. I was supposed to press A. Oh my God. Why am I doing this to myself? Why am I doing this to myself? Manectric is Flamethrower. Can you take an Ice Slash, Manectric? Oh my God, we have to heal you. We have to heal you up. we have full restores. Let's use them. Oh my god. Why has this just got so much harder once I've just come back into the game? Like, I've been playing a lot of competitive battles and most of these weren't hard, and that's a crit. Oh my god. I have to heal up again. I'm not risking a crit again, because a crit will kill me from that range. You saw how much that previous Night Slash did. Can you please get paralyzed? Nope. Gotta risk a biscuit. Gotta go for flamethrower. Please get paralyzed or get a crit. Okay. Oh no. Nectric, don't die. Thank you. That's not a crit. Okay, good. Oh, you're gonna have Sucker Punch? No, you're not. Oh my god. It's Pokemon like Bioshock that really scare me. That can do so much damage. Had a chance to crit with Night Slash, I just poked myself in the nose. Holy shit, that hurt. And you know, have priority as well with Sucker Punch, which really scare me. Oh my god. Ow. Actually really did hurt, just poke myself in the nose with that. Ah! Houndoom! God damn you. Alright, so we already battled you, so we don't need to anymore. Did I just go the wrong way? No, I went the right way. Okay, good. We do need to battle you. Right, so let's heal everyone up. Oh my god. I'm actually kicking myself. I really am kicking myself. Just because the loss of a team member is so goddamn important. And I know I say that when I've just talked about how easy it can be to grind up another pair. And actually, it's a pair that we can actually use. But, you know, I liked Mawile and Whimsicott. We did have a Mega in Mawile, which we can't use because it's obviously post-game, and I'm not doing post-game. But, you know, when do you often see Mawile normally used in a Let's Play? And it actually did put in some decent work. I'm so annoyed. Alright, so you got a Houndoom and a Weavile, and then Xerosic got a Crobat and a Malamar. So those are the 4 Pokemon I need to be aware of now. Alright. Then obviously you got this trainer here, which is just irrelevant as hell. But it's probably still going to kill me off anyway, so not much we can do about that. And I was actually thinking to myself, you guys, you know, would it be better if I cut out the most irrelevant battles, but then again, every battle counts? Because, you know, if you just skip over a battle, then everyone will probably think, oh, why'd you do that? Did you die or something and you just didn't want us to see it? Which, as you know, guys, obviously, if I didn't want to see you guys to see Whimsicott dying, I would have cut that out, but, you know, that'd be cheating. And I don't cheat. You know, if I genuinely have a problem with, you know, just if I find a part boring, you know, in between like going from city to city, or if my camera just genuinely has a problem, then I will cut that bit out. But I won't cut out if a Pokemon dies or not. So I don't know. I just have to keep on top of if my camera does cut out and what have you. So. Which I'm possibly doing very well at the minute, you know, it hasn't cut out since and what have you. But that's why I would like to get a 3DS capture card as well. Even though it doesn't come with, like, editing software, I think you have to buy the software yourself. Don't even know why I'm using my bike, but the software you have to buy yourself, which is still a lot of money, you know, if you want to get, like, Sony Vegas or another editing software or something, that's still going to cost you a lot of money. Like, I think the best premium packages that Sony Vegas have to offer is 100. I can't remember if it's 500 or 150. Which, you know, compare that to, like, that's a lot of money, and I don't have that sort of money. You are going down. I don't care. You are going down. Dark Pulse me if you will. I'm gonna outrage you. Please one-shot Arcanine. Thank you. Right. Weavile. You can't really touch me, can you? Because Dark is... I can take a Dark move, especially because you're physical. Unless you, of course, get a crit. Which you don't. which is good. You are super frail, so you should die from this outrage. Thank you. And that was a crit as well. Okay, so Mabel was slightly easier for us because we did know what, you know, Arcanine is powerful and we do know what she has to offer. So, you know, she's slightly less scary. Still scary, but slightly less scary. So, obviously, I'm going to cut this episode. I'm going to stop this episode when we battle Zerosic again and once we get out. And then, next episode will be us going to Geosense Town and actually, you know, doing the stuff there with... I went in the wrong one again. Doing the stuff there with Lysandre and taking him on for the second and third time. And that actually might be where we do the legendaries as well. Probably not in the next episode. Like, I'll probably do, like, like, cut the legendaries up and what have you. Why am I leaving? I need to take on Zerosic. Like, why am I leaving? Oh, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. Alright, so... Zerosic leads off with Crobat. And then obviously has Malamar. Malamar we can easily deal with him by using Parasect. And then, you know, Crobat we can use Manectric and what have you. But, you know, this time I'm going to let you guys focus on the story. And Finn. Get the key back. Get the key back. And now it's time to battle Zerosic. So, question is, who are we leading off with? I think we're still leading off with Arcanine, aren't we? Yes, we are. So, Manectric, get your butt in the front of the party. Because it's now... we've got to do this again. gonna do this again. B3. Let's go to B3. Let's beat up Zerosic. Let's get the hell out of there. Let's see what actually happens when we push the red button. Which we already know what happens when we push the red button. But, you know, we pushed the blue button last time, so why not push the red one this time? Yeah, hello Zerosic. How you doing? One push of one button will change the fate of the world. You know, looking through this from my camera, and I don't know whether you guys will actually see this, but Lysandre looks ginger. Like, seriously, like, I know that well, just looking at it there with the contrast and light and what have you through my camera, I don't know, it'll probably come out the same way as it does, like, you guys will probably see this as well. But, like, when Lysandre comes towards us and then the camera zooms in on him, doesn't he just look like the tiniest bit ginger? I don't know, I think so. Oh my god, that actually was like a lot of experience. Okay, Parasect, I know you haven't done a lot in a while, but it's your time to shine. Take off this Malamar with one X scissor, please. Who would you expect to win in a normal competitive battle, like Malamar or Parasect? I mean, X scissor. I guess you could say if you said Parasect, you're the winner. I mean, I could have just spoiled it and then Sword Stance just in case, like, I didn't have the chance to take it out, but I did. So Zerosic goes down. It's time for us to leave, and we do need to go to Geocentre Town. But first things first, we need to look at what happens when we push the red button. Push the red button? Yes. Now, obviously, when you first played this game, be honest, who pushed the red button thinking that obviously the blue one was the safe one, and then obviously reverse psychology became a thing, and it was like, wait, if you press the blue one, that's surely the one to activate the ultimate weapon, because maybe that's what they want you to think, but obviously you activate it anyway, so in the end it doesn't matter. All of a sudden, it's stormy, and boom. Rocks, midair. Now can you imagine, if no one's around, like, where's the buildings? Where's the Pokemon Center? Those are the things that I actually don't see in that thing, which is kind of bogus, if you look at it really. That light, though. Xerneas is calling to us. And as I say that, I get pins and needles in my foot. Now, I know I don't normally do question of the day, you guys, for this series, but, like, which legendary cutscene is your favourite? Pretty much. Would it be, let's go from, like, first generation onwards. Would it be, like, you know, just battling, the legendaries in Generation 1, like, old school Generation 1, like, Red, Blue? Would it be Generation 2, like, taking on, Lugia or Ho-Oh and what have you, and then Generation 3, you know, where cutscenes were actually improved and what have you. I think cutscenes like Generation 3 first introduced cutscenes, I'm not too sure about that, with Kyogre, Groudon and Rayquaza. Man, that cutscene was hype. But then Generation 4, I actually don't think Generation 4 had a cutscene, if I remember rightly. I don't know, I haven't played Generation 4 for a while, but, you know. Generation 5, oh my god, that cutscene with Reshiram and Zekrom. Oh, that was beautiful. I love that cutscene so much. And then obviously Generation 6 when we reawakening of Xerneas and Yveltal as well. But, you know, unfortunately, let me know in the comment section down below if you want to, but unfortunately we do have to lose our Mawile here, which does suck, so I'm gonna take your item off you. And as I say, we may be scooping our little Zoroark up here. It's actually modest as well, so I won't mind scooping that up. But anyway, you guys, thank you guys so much for watching this episode of the Pokemon X and Y Sun Link Wonderlocke. I know it has been a while, and if you have made it this late in the episode, then kudos for you for sticking around, and thank you for checking out the episode. Just a quick couple of things before I do leave you guys for this episode. If you haven't checked out her already, check out Blonde Assassin HD's Facebook page or cosplay page. Obviously, if you go onto her videos, her links will be in the description. And you know, she's almost to 500 likes on her Facebook page, you guys. So I really do encourage you, please go check her out, because even though she is part of WonderTrade, you know, she does upload cosplay stuff and what have you onto her Facebook page as well, which, you know, I guess is her key way of like updating what have you with future cosplays and costumes and what have you. And actually, we did, as I said, you know, earlier in the episode, I did actually go to a photo shoot with her, and you know, I did record the YouTube video of the photo shoot myself. Props to me. But you know, you can find that out on the channel as well. You know, it will be up there in 1 or 2 videos. And so please, you guys, just follow her on Facebook. She's almost at 500 likes, and it would really, really help her out if you did that for me as well. And also, if for any of you who's wondering, it does take me a long time to record these. It takes me just 1 hour, or just underneath 1 hour actually, just to record these, and then editing as well can be a bit of a pain. So, you know, these X and Y Selling Wonder videos will probably go up on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. No, not as much as Wi-Fi hours, because Wi-Fi hours take only 11 minutes to record for each one, and then editing, I don't even need to do much for that, so you know, I can just easily put that up. But you know, hopefully you guys don't mind with everything that's going on with the channel and what have you. You know, hopefully you guys understand why I took a short break and what have you, while I had to get refreshed and what have you. But I'm going to stop rambling. If you guys enjoyed this episode of Pokemon X and Y Selling Wonderlocke, please make sure you leave a like down below for us, because your support is appreciated on this channel. And also, if you haven't already, subscribe to WonderTrade for all this WonderTrade content. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to go and get out of here. You guys are amazing. I've been Gib The Great. This is me, signing off.